and in a drum pattern. So as we're saying, we're going to just double click on the drum part there, and we're going to add in a typical pop drum pattern for now. So usually on a kick drum pattern for the pop song, it would start on beat 1, it'll start on beat 2 and 3. So there's beat 3 in the bar, there's beat 2 and, because there would have been beat 2, and the snare drum will land on 2 and 4. So what you'll notice in the top section of this part of the screen here is the bar markings. So you've got 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So there's the 4 beats, 4 crotchets that's in beat 2, in bar 1, sorry. Then in bar 2, you've got the option for beat 2.1, which it would be 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Then there's bar 3, as you can see, and that would go up to bar 4, and so on. So basically in this one section of the screen here, you're looking at 1 bar of information. As you can see that the screen's separated into little boxes, and you count across, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 boxes between that entire first bar. That potentially means they're all going to be 8th notes. So when we count 8th notes, we count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so I'm just trying to highlight the main beats of the bar there, okay? So we said the kick drum lands on beat 1, and then beat 2 and, which obviously is going to be this this one here, beat 3, which we've got down there, and we're going to leave it at that for now. So when we said the snare drum lands on beat 2 and 4, there's beat 2 and there's beat 4. So what we're going to do now is add another snare drum in on the beat 4 of the bar there. So that's that, and then we're going to put 8th notes on closed hat. So as you go up here, remember we looked at different hi-hat patterns, and as you go across the screen there, you should be able to identify that there's 8 of them, so 8th notes all the way across the screen there. If we start from the beginning of the track and press play, we should have something that sounds like this. Okay, so obviously there's a few quantization errors, as you can see by looking at the screen here. That is slightly before the beat, that is slightly before the beat, that is slightly before the beat. Now there doesn't seem to be a snap function in the bottom section of the screen here now, but there is an option to quantize. So what we can do is we can use the select tool. So there's a select tool on the right hand side, the left hand side of the screen there, sorry. And hopefully if we can press Ctrl A, we can select all the notes, and then we can set them to 1/8 and quantize, and hopefully you can see the boxes have just moved there. That'll put them back in time. So this time around, when we listen back to it, okay, now sounds great because it's now in time. So notice when you've put the beats in originally, or they put the drum parts in originally, we then need to quantize it to the note value that we've been using, and hopefully it'll now sound as if it's in time. Obviously you can use the metronome function as well to identify if it is in time. Okay, so hopefully it aligns with your metronome as well. So that's the drum part.